I'm kind of looking for a fight now because I want to see what creatures are like over here. Oh no, Joshua can't reach. They look equally weird and random as they did on the other side of the river. So we've got the Bell Valley to the north and Bose to the west. North to Nebel Valley. Let's have a quick look to see if there's any items as such. Nope, okay. And I want to see what sort of scary monsters are up here. Oh, we have no map. What? It fell asleep as the first thing it did in combat. Okay, reading the information then, it's an avian monster living in the frigid regions. Its cold beak could freeze an enemy. And I missed a sleeping target. It's a little bit weak to fire and slightly resists water or ice. Okay, that's not what I wanted to see. See, why didn't I just do that to be... Okay, so this looks like it's another creature that resists physical, but is weaker to magic. Let's leave this area because that's... say leave, let's have a bit more of a nosy. What's that? It's a giant foot, a monster said to exist since before the Great Collapse. If it gets angry, watch out. Got 800 hit points and is mildly weak to fire. And resists everything else slightly. I don't have so. I guess that's Soul Blower. And when I was at the shop, I was there saying I don't need to buy the EP charges because I don't use magic. So I had to double check that because on how much the EP charge was, because Estelle seems to have used a lot more than either of the other two people have. Even though, as far as it's best known, she's only used it twice. I don't have a way to delay it. Wow! And because she's frozen, she can't attack at home. Excellent. Slap you with a bit more. Giantfoot is mad. Oh, doesn't do anything when it's mad. Okay. Let's just pummel it. I'll pummel it. And let's hope we get more than 14 XP. We did. We got 15. Can I? Okay. The white insectos. A large insect monster. It has the ability to paralyze prey with its attacks. I'm not liking the sound of this place at the moment. I'm off to finish this fight and then skedaddle back to where I belong. Oh, when they're frozen, they take extra damage. Oh dear. Oh, damage over time. So we have a Sylvan Whip. We can go there and hit both of them. Let's do that. I know that fully means that Estelle's like to get knocked out. Jesus Christ, how little damage I'm doing. Okay, so at least when they're not off, they take about 100 damage. I'm off to flee. And I am off to leave this area as quick as I can after healing my people up. Because this place is scary. I came here fully expecting it to be harder, and I just fancied a bit of a wander, but I didn't expect it to be that high. Watch this, I'm going to go to the next area. It's off to go there instead now. This thing's much easier to kill. If I can reach it. So I'm wanting to have a look at party formations and move Joshua further into the party. Let's heal Estelle first. Is that a floating? It looks like it's a combination of a snake, a mushroom snake. I was just thinking mushroom snake. A monster inhabiting woodlands. Hunts with its poisonous fangs. May call for backup. Of course he might. See, I was hoping to use that fight as a way to heal Joshua a bit, but we took it out too fast. What's that ahead? What's that heading this way? Oh, if it isn't Shirazad. How have you been? Fine. I haven't seen you in a while either. What are you up to? As you can see, I'm doing an escort job. I'm sure that you've heard about the airliners being grounded after the Lindy incident, right? Because of that, we have to move all this cargo to the Royal City by ground transport. I see. Well, your efforts are appreciated. So, how about yourself? What are you doing with these youngsters? Don't tell me you're looking into the incident. That was the plan. Why? Do you know something we should be aware of? Well, I think it would be best if you spoke to Lugrin about it at the boss branch. Anyway, I've got to get going. Catch you later. First Mr. Ashton, now him. Everyone keeps hinting at something, but nobody will come out and say it. I wonder what's up. Well, there must be a good reason for it, and we'll probably find out the answers at Bose branch. Agreed. If we do as he suggests and ask Lugwood about it, we may just get a clue as to what's going on. Anyway, let's get moving. More poisonous snakes. Even though it's just the one again. Let's focus on healing Joshua. And let's see Shirazad kill it. Well, no, not quite good. Makes a change, but... Woo! Critical heal. Hey, two of them. And Shirazad's off to be healing up anyway.
Someone's been naughty.
Hey, it's climbed back up. So they're actually weak to water. And that puts it out of her range, I believe. Yes. Well, I was half expecting that one to call for back then. Nah, I got turned around. Still turned around. Let's go that way. What on earth is that? It is a halo mole. A monster inhabiting hard bedrock. Its massive claws boast its incredible strength. So we should finish it before it gets another action. I'm glad I said should, because I half expected that to happen. But I was getting 3 attacks on it and I couldn't see all 3 counters missing. I'd say 2 more fights, and both Joshua and Estelle will level. Aha, so we're not quite at boss yet. I still haven't done it. Still haven't moved him in to be able to hit them easier. So, whereas a couple of sessions ago I separated. Okay. And if I'd read the information about these, I might have known that was a possibility. A tentacle. This is a mad roper. A tentacled monster that wafts through the air, divides after being wounded. See, so much information you learn by reading what's on the screen. And in the prologue, I didn't read anything about any of the characters or enemies. So Estelle's leveled. So next fight, it is Joshua's turn to level. We also weren't aware of the dividing aspect of the creature because it hadn't survived long enough. So it looks like it needs to survive and have a turn.
Seems you keep up shifting.
And Joshua still hasn't learned anything. Does he ever learn anything? Tactics. Character position. Estelle. Does that mean you have Joshua as your main character? That's not important. Let's bring you into, and we'll bring Sherazad in directly behind you both. And now I'm expecting something to just run at us and kamikaze straight off the bat. Now I've done that. But we will find out. I got our first save in chapter 1. I nearly said chapter 2 because I didn't. My head didn't register that the prologue was a separate chapter. Halo Mole and a Madropa. I'm not going to lie, the fact that that separates doesn't worry me too much. Because it separates once it's taken a decent chunk of damage. So it's just a hit away. Estelle. What? No, wrong button. Oh, poop. The controller I've got still a little bit sensitive, so if I catch the wrong, if I push the analog stick occasionally bounces back up. So I use the D-pad then, and it selected Joshua's sever, and I wasn't paying attention, pushed A beforehand. So I was meaning to use Estelle to use Tia and heal Sherazad. Instead, I used the finishing move on a creature with 6 to 7 hit points. So we should be in Bose now, based on that information. Because from the bridge to Bose, it was 420 cells. Do go and have a look on the Einsel Road to see how horrifically overpowered the creature. Oh no, that's guards. Let's leave them alone. We have no reason to be there yet. So this area has no monsters. Okay. Either that or they're just really good at hiding from us. We finally made it here. This is a commercial city of Bose, which sits at the heart of the Bose region. Oh, this definitely looks like a city. Of the 5 major cities in Libya, this comes next after the Royal City. Compared to Rolent, the buildings here are all made of stone and seem a lot bigger. Does anybody have any idea what that huge building up there is? That's the Bose Market. It's an indoor market made up of various shops. Food, clothing, sundry goods, furniture, books and so on. So you can pretty much buy everything here with the exception of weapons and ornaments. It's not surprising they call this place the commercial city. Man, I really wish this trip could have been for shopping. Maybe some other time. First, let's stop by the guild and find out what's going on regarding the incident. Oh, alright. Just so you know, Verte Guild is just right over there. Actually, my first thought call was actually off to see about going to the church. Which, unless I'm mistaken, it's just here. Excuse me. You're Father Holstein, right? Ho ho ho, indeed I am. How may I help you? This is for you. It's a letter from the Divine Father in Rolent. Hand over the Divine Father's letter. Ho ho ho, is this for me? Thank you very much for delivering this. However, a letter from Father Divine could only mean... Ah yes, he's coming up with a new formula. Huh? A new formula for what? Don't tell me you didn't know. Father Divine is a master of medicine, known throughout Libra for his skills in the healing arts. In fact, he is well known for this even when he was back at the Gransel Cathedral. Really? Even after he took up his new post as father in Rolent, he has continued his research without fail. And when he discovers an effective medicine, he shares his knowledge with the rest of us. We bracers also use the medicine created by Father Divine on the daily basis. So in a way, we're being supported in our work from behind the scenes. I had no idea. It would be nice if he had at least mentioned it to us. But it's just like him not to, since he never talks about himself. Ain't that the truth? Father Divine is very strict with himself. Whenever he admonishes someone, he is always admonishing himself as well. This is one attitude I think all young children these days should learn. Although it's a bit difficult for me to learn at this ripe age. Yeah, ha ha ha, whatever. Well, how about we just try to work hard without overreaching ourselves? We appreciate you coming from all the way from Rome to deliver us letters today. Oh, I just goddess of the... Please protect these souls as you guide them in their daily lives. We have completed our mission, so now when we go to the chapter house, the Braces Lodge, we should be able to hand that in. Hey, Dorothy, is that you? Look at all the stuff they're selling here. I'm getting to the kink in my neck just to turn my head to try and take in all of it. She's so into her surroundings that she can't even hear you. That doesn't surprise me. Ow! So this is a pharmacy. Let's replace the healing balm we used. Spine bone seal. Something tells me we need quite a few of those when we go to the next area. And I am fully aware that I'm spending all my money. We can buy one of these. So we have no money left now. But if we were to sell, say, the birch staff. Basically all the weapons and armor that we don't use anymore. Gives us a little bit more money. Tentatively speaking, I'm an employee here at the store. I help out my mother. I'm not playing around, just in case you were wondering. What shop do you have? You have a hardware store. A work helmet plus 3 defense. A laundry pole increases the range but lowers the strength. Paring knife. Yes, please. I will take the extra damage. And then I'll sell you my old weapons in return. No, that's out. Bye. We can't afford the work helmet, which would be rather nice, but isn't overly essential. Oh, we can't turn the camera. This looks like it's off to be a bookshop. Libra News 2, we can't afford either of these two, which is a shame. Don't know what to do, but it would be nice to have a quick flick through. Confectionery. I want to buy both of them, in fact. I won't use them instantly, I'd rather wait and use them in a fight, because then we'll learn how to make them as well. It just... I can't get over the fact that I can't turn the camera around. I've got used to it. Red Scarf increases defense. I could have done with that. I wouldn't mind those two actually, because they improve quite a bit of stats on. But there's no way on earth I'm affording at any time in the near future. And this looks like it's off to be ingredients. We don't have anything to use them at the moment, but that doesn't mean that we can't just buy them for the time when we do have access. Oh, and then we've got somebody else there to talk to who sells other foods. Wow. So I just saw how expensive the first three were. All I can think is that they do quite a bit when you eventually do use them. The restaurant, we've got no money, so there's no point in going in there because we'll get to learn different ingredients there. Oh, Charizard, you arrived a lot sooner than I expected. I appreciate coming all the way from Rolent. It's been a while, hasn't it, Lugrid? Did someone tell you that we will come ahead of time? Yes, we received a call from Ina not that long ago. So that means that these two kids are with you are Cassius's children. Yes, that's right. It's nice to meet you, sir. I'm Estelle Bright. And I'm Joshua Bright. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Lugren, and I oversee the Bose branch. Your father and I go a long way back. Just call me Lugren. Sure, we'll do that. That said, could you give us a quick update on the missing airliner incident? Yes, about that. The Royal Army is continuing its search. However, with the Army's current restriction on information, no public updates of the situation have been made. And not only has the general public been kept in the dark, but the guilds haven't heard a word either. Really? Why not? Aren't the Army and the guilds supposed to cooperate with each other? Well, that's the way it is on paper, on the surface anyway. But in actuality, there's a lot of opposition between both parties on a number of aspects. So pretty much what you're saying is that it's a bunch of jurisdictional disputes, right? I hate to admit it, but that's the situation. In addition, General Morgan has gotten involved. Did you say General Morgan? Great. Now it really looks like things are going to be a pain. General Morgan? Who's that? He's famous for repelling the Imperial Army invasion 10 years ago. You should have read about him in the history books. Amazingly enough, I don't recall the name. So what's the big deal with this famous guy anyway? From what I've heard, he's not the biggest fan of Bracer Guild. Hates Bracers, in fact. Seems he even makes a point to routinely assert that there's no need for Bracer Guild. It sounds like a really brat job to me. So what you're saying is that we're not getting any information because of this general. That's not really important at the moment. What really matters is that the Bracers are being prohibited from entering the region they are investigating. And because of that, it's causing conflict with our work. But we came all the way to Rolent. We came all the way here from Rolent. If that's the way it's going to be, then it's time to duel it out with the general to decide who gets to investigate the incident. You're talking like a crazy person, Estelle. Keep your cool, Bracer. There are other ways, such as the request we just received from the mayor concerning the incident. She has asked that we conduct our investigation from the guild side separate from the army. Well, that's encouraging news. If it's an official request from the mayor, that would be a great pretext for us to conduct our own investigation. I see. Well, isn't this perfect timing? Lugran will accept the mayor's request. Sounds fine by me. But before you go, you two are junior bracers, right? Yeah, why? Junior bracers, so to speak, are members in training registered at various branches. In short, their performance is monitored by the branch where they currently register. Right now, for you two, that would be Rolent. So what you're trying to say is that we have to change our registration if we want to accept jobs here, right? You've got it. Here, all you need to do is sign on these forms to transfer your registration. Sure. Our names go here, and Estelle and Joshua fill out the registration transfer forms. Right, it looks like everything is in order. Junior Bracer Estelle and Joshua. As of today, 13:20, your registration at the Bose branch has been approved. This means that you are now members of the Bose branch. As you know, once you become a senior bracer, you can do any job without registration, without being registered to a particular branch. But on the flip side, your duties and responsibilities increase as well. Understood? So pretty much we're still newbies. Well, it looks like now I'll be able to entrust you with the mayor's request. The mayor's residence is near the west gate. You should go there and talk to her directly. We'll do that. Understood. Ooh, we have a few mini missions. Client is Elder Reason. 1500 mirror. Medium difficulty. A ferocious monster has been sighted along the trail near the Ravenue village. It must be sought out and exterminated immediately. For details, please see me in the village. Ingredient Seeker is Gwen. 800 mirror. Difficulty low. I'm in a bind now, as it seems to be lacking a certain cooking ingredients I require for regular use of practice. Please bring 5 tender poultry to me, which is Gwen at the Anta Rose restaurant. Again, long term. And another long term. East Bose Monster. Client is actually the Bracer Guild itself. It pays 1000 mirror. Its difficulty medium. A ferocious monster known as King Scorpion has been spotted roving the East Bose Highway. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with it immediately. Let's report it. We are handing the letter that we carried the job for. We get 800 mirror. We gain the standard 2 BP. Current rank is still Junior Bracer 7th class. Good work. It looks like you've managed to achieve your objective. Come back again if you have anything else to report.